Hello and welcome back to our classic series. We have now moved farms. We've purchased ourselves a new Fordson Super Major and a 3-furrow reversible plough. Today we are on Monday the 11th of March 1961, so we've jumped a couple of years and we have got ourselves a Super Major. We are now on Meadow Grove, beautiful area of the countryside. We own this field and we don't need this as grass. We've got over there 2 grass fields and that will suffice for what we need, especially here as we're in the 60s. We've got enough of those 2. So any other grassland we own will be ploughed. The soil is a little wet at the moment. Any fields that our grass will be ploughed this season, and any other fields will be ploughed as they are having spring crops in. For this year everything is going to be spring wheat, spring barley and potatoes and oats, and then come autumn we will put some winter wheat in for the coming year. This is our first day on our new farm. We have got all our equipment here. We haven't got any animals over as yet, and we don't own anywhere to put the sheep, so it will just be cattle that's coming. Ignore the money in the top right hand corner, that will be rectified. I meant doing it before we started the first episode on the map. Forgot about that. We'll do it. In fact, we could do it now whilst we are here. There we go. So we've got £66,000. I think we've got enough seed in the yard at the minute we're going on with, so that money can be used for getting our cattle on the farm. As soon as the grass is growing, we don't want to be buying any hay or anything in, so we will wait until the grass is ready and then buy the cattle. They can eat the grass and have the water going forward. This is a nice area here that we're farming, and this map will come on for a few seasons before we move again. But for the near future, this is where we will be running. We are, as always, on 12-day seasons, so we've got time to get the jobs done. We haven't put a geo in, we're just using the standard giants, or not giants, but standard seasons weather that comes when you first get seasons. One or two maps screw up with geos, so we are managing without today. Yeah, the new Super Major is working pretty well. In its first day on the farm, give it some ploughing to do, which will break it in nicely, give it the power to do any jobs you need it to do. And eventually this will go on the front loader as we go forward. But for now, give it some work. It is a nice tractor to drive on. May get a year or two of going ploughing and other jobs, but not so sure as I prefer it over the power majors that we've got on the farm, but it will suffice and become a front loader tractor. We are into the era where the Fordson's changed from the traditional blue and orange to what became, well, all the way through to the present day New Hollands, the colour of the Ford and New Holland tractors. Well, hopefully tomorrow get some drilling done, but for today I thought we'd do a bit of ploughing, get us started. Show you what we actually own. So the land we own is the field 18, what we're in now, 17 and 21, the two grass fields we're keeping, 25, 22, 24, 19, 73, 156 and 76. The amount of fields that you get when you first start the farm, but we altered one or two of the fields around what we own, and we will expand from there. And for the first time we haven't got the Fergie plough on the farm, so it managed all the way through from 1950. Major seems to pull the 3-4 reversible pretty well, so we shall keep this for a few seasons until we get higher horsepower tractors. There is a 4-furrow we can get. Should actually have been Sandy Bay today, but I thought with switching maps out we would do the first episode on Meadow Grove. It was one of my favourite maps for 17. Not done too much with it in 19, but now its season's ready and everything, we can do a bit of work on it. There's also having a reversible, save going from one side of the field to the other when you're ploughing. Hopefully this grass will put a bit of fertiliser into the soil for the next crop as well. We'll have to work out what crops is going where for the next episode on here. I've got a new drill as well for this season. It is branded as a Lizard, but we're using it as a Ransom's pneumatic drill, or pneumatic, whatever they call it. You will see it when we get seeding. I think we've got some seed in the shed in store. If not, we will get our other tractors working on that. Go fetch some from the store. I've got a couple of cow pens across the road to move the cows if you start running out of grass. Ourselves into the next breed and away we go. Should have this field ploughed by the time you join us again. This will probably be the ploughing tractor for the near future. Hopefully not having to go from side to side of the field. It may prove, even though it doesn't have as many furrows, should prove faster than the previous Fergie plough. That's first of many days here on Meadow Grove now. We've got the Land Rover, it's over near the house, ready for when we need it. Which will probably be when we are taking the equipment over to start drilling. Now, one worker what we have working with us is still in Ireland at the moment. He'll be back over and working with us hopefully in the next episode should be able to get him implemented in the job. Yeah, getting a fair way across this field pretty quickly. It is almost lunchtime in game, so with all the setting up, we did it at one time, but it still took half a day almost to get everything set up. Not sure what crop's coming in here as yet. Got to have a look at the map, work out what goes where whilst we are working. A lot of the fields will have the arrows on, ready for drilling wheat, barley and oats, and then we'll put the springtime on for the potato land. We didn't bring the discs onto this farm as we didn't think we would need them. And skipping a few years and getting ourselves into the 60s gives us a chance that we will soon have the Ford Force pack able to come into the farm, as well as the Massey Ferguson 135, and it's a 188 what they did, not a 165, but that can come onto the farm. As I said before, the TE20 will stay with us, and its job on the farm at the minute is just going to be like a farm tug, just moving stuff around. It's nice and nimble, handy for manoeuvring four-wheel trailers into the shed when you want to just move them about and park them up. Probably won't get any new tractors now until such time that the Ford pack comes in. But in that time also we do need a new combine harvester, and the potato harvester, by the time we get this season over, will be time to bring a potato harvester onto the farm. But for this season we are going to use our spinner. Would have probably got the potato harvester this season, but we bought the Super Major and the plough instead. It is doing a good job, this little super major. Must be halfway across the field now. But for today, that is where we're going to leave you. Hope you've enjoyed today's first episode here on Monday the 11th of March 1961. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to Summer Farm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work we do here. Please subscribe to the channel. If you ring that bell, it will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing. Until you join us next time, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye for now.